By far, one of the fan-favorite characters in the Skywalker saga, without a doubt, is of course Luke Skywalker, portrayed by Mark Hamill in the original trilogy, and of course, fans would agree and or disagree about how Luke was used by Rian Johnson and J.J. Abrams in the sequel trilogy era. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, one thing that we do know about the future of Star Wars is that Disney is currently very much desperate to continuing the Skywalkers in unique ways for Disney+, and this really is a big deal because Disney Plus is going to be the home of Star Wars TV shows and, of course, TV movies. They're also planning to introduce movies on the Disney Plus platform, either in animated or live-action form, but that's not to say that we won't be getting theatrical releases. The new Star Wars trilogy that they are working on, that's meant to come out in theaters, so no worries about that. Now, everything related to the character of Luke Skywalker, alright? Now, we do know that Mark Hamill did an excellent job as the character in the original 3 by George Lucas, and one would say that, of course, the more, I guess you could say, acceptable version of Luke in the sequel trilogy is how we got him at the very end of The Force Awakens, because he was very mysterious. It led to a lot of opportunities at the time. And of course, The Rise of Skywalker made a big attempt to fix aspects of him, to make him a more positive character. Hence why he says, "I was wrong," talking to Rey on Ahch-To. Now, on top of all of this, what's really intriguing is, of course, now that both Disney and Lucasfilm are finished with the Skywalker saga, they are focused on the new Star Wars universe, also known as the new Expanded Universe, where it's explained that Lucasfilm is approaching the franchise in a different way moving forward with the new Star Wars EU. Now, it's noted that one of the big plans that Disney has is to retcon elements of The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker, where it's explained that creator Jon Favreau will be handling one major retcon in The Last Jedi that will have to do with Luke Skywalker's death, and that some changes will be made to the film. However, not just that, but Disney also plans to develop a young Luke Skywalker TV series that will focus on Luke's path to becoming a Jedi Master, and that they are looking to also include Mark Hamill for some of his older self-sequences, but that they are also looking to recast the character of Luke for this new TV series. Now, it's explained that Disney is on the hunt of finding who the next Luke Skywalker could be for the new TV show. Now, granted that Mark Hamill will still be Luke in this project for some sequences that they have planned for their next generation technology. However, they are also looking to introduce a near similar appearance of a young Mark Hamill to keep costs down by using less de-aging technology and CGI for the series. Now, the series is said to have a format of showing Luke age throughout the events between episodes 6 and 7, and that they plan for Mark Hamill to be a part of the older self-sequences, like how he was in The Last Jedi flashback scenes. Now, it's noted that they also plan to introduce a child version of Ben Solo into the mix for the new Star Wars series as well. So, the thing about Disney Plus, obviously, we already have The Mandalorian, we got the Kenobi TV series, we're getting the Cassian Andor TV series, which, by the way, is going through some production changes as we speak. And not just that, they also plan for other, things to do for the Star Wars Skywalker saga. Now, not just that, alright, the fact that they're looking to recast Luke is a big deal. But the other thing that really does ring a bell here is, you guys may recall about a year ago that Disney wanted to explore other stories of Luke Skywalker, and that they revealed that in canon, there are thousands upon thousands of missions logged in R2-D2's memory that Luke Skywalker actually went on with R2-D2. That's a lot of material to explore, let me tell you. Now, how Jon Favreau is also looking to retcon a big element of The Last Jedi by literally changing how Luke Skywalker dies at the very end of Episode 8. Of course, the true meaning behind his death. I'm sure the scenery is going to be the same. I'm sure exactly, how he dies visually will be the same. But exactly what causes his death is going to be changed and or retconned in The Last Jedi. And exactly how that's all going to be done is going to be very interesting. Now, like I say, the character of Luke Skywalker is a very important character in Star Wars. There's no doubt about that. A lot of fans love this character. A lot of fans grew up with this character in the 70s and 80s, and even the 90s with the old expanded universe, right? So, The thing about Disney is that it seems like that this is more so a desperate attempt to save the character of Luke, to really bring the character of Luke into a different era that we have never seen. And that era is, of course, when Luke was, in his mid-20s, on the path to becoming a Jedi Master, where Ben Solo exists as a child, where both Han and Leia are together. It's going to be very interesting. Does this necessarily mean that we're going to get Han and Leia again? Not quite sure about that, but they're looking to recast Luke in some scenes for this particular new series that's in the very early development phase as we speak and won't be released for a couple of years from now. So anyways, guys, with that being said, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.